Brent, Mark Emmert kind of opened the door to changing the agent role for college basketball. How much is that needed, maybe, to go closer to hockey and baseball and whatever?
Yeah, it needs something there, and I say that we need to work with the Players Association who oversee the agents and figure out what do they think the solution is. I think baseball and hockey is a little bit different than what we deal with, but you know, these kids deserve advisors as they're moving through this process, but the way it's done right now, you know, it's an issue. So there's a lot of things that I think in the end of the day, things will begin to change. The problem with the NCAA, it's slow moving. This one doesn't need to be slow moving. This needs to be, it's not going to be perfect for every program. See, the issue you have when you have all these teams, what's right for these 50 may not be right for these 200. And guess who votes? And who gets a vote? So it's what we have. It's the structure that we have. And I know we have the Power Five and they try to do their stuff, but you know, I'm counting on that they'll come to their senses. I think these kids should be able to use their likeness, make money from their signatures. It's their name and likeness. It's not ours, it's theirs. They should be able to make money. Maybe the school manages it. Maybe the money goes to their parents for travel, eliminates all that. And maybe there's a limit on what they can do and the rest they get when they leave here. It's all stuff that can be done easily. But you know, and you see all the Olympians, there's stuff that can be done that we just can't say, well, we don't do it that way, you know, so.
Last question.
Do you think that would save any of this stuff with shoe companies and agents or whatever that's always in the news? You think that would fix it?
You can't legislate morality. You can't. But I am in the homes of the kids that we're talking about. And they want their own dignity. They don't want to be beholden to anybody. I mean, you think of your own family. You know, growing up, your parents, there's pride in that even if there's nothing here, this is still ours, and we, you know, so these kids and their families, they want dignity, and they want to do it themselves. I come back to the Players Association should loan these kids money. Let them take a loan. Let their family get a loan from the Players Association. What's the problem? For travel to games and the NCAA tournaments and do it, and everything's, it's out. Why? Well, the kid at this school can't get it. Well, guess what? When they get it, this isn't communism, and they're you can't get a home loan. Guess what? You can't get it. I don't know what to tell you. I demand it because he got a home loan. I'm sorry, it's not how it works in our country. So kids that have pro potential and want to take a loan so that their families don't have to deal with it, why can't you? But I have been saying all this for how long, Jerry? I know you've calculated. 6 years, maybe? 6 years and 3 weeks. All that I just said, I've said. So, and again, this game is a special game. When you think of what this team is going through and what they're now doing, and now, as young men, what they just experienced, you're going to even question college basketball and what it does and how it is, and all this is for these kids. And again, I think, you know, I make it about these kids. I do. And it's their experience, not mine. It tired me out this year. You see I'm getting my second win. You watch me, I'm whistling and skipping in there now. But it was not, I was dragging about 3 weeks ago. But again, I think for all of us, if we stay focused on how this affects these young people, we won't make mistakes. When we're worried about a bureaucracy and keeping the bureaucracy going, you're always going to make mistakes. Thanks.
Thanks, Rob.